Who are you?
Shayden Adams.
And when did you start making music?
2021.
And
August.
about what time era was this?
Right after I got out of high school.
And what started your career?
Bitches. Literally. Breakups.
Who's been your passion for your career?
I don't know. Myself. Motivation, I guess. I don't fucking know.
What artist was the one that pretty much gave you the idea of, hey, I can do that too?
The Sticks. Up Church. Uh, Mike Bama. Yeah.
Where you see yourself out in near future?
Hopefully working with my idols. Well, other ones of my idols. I'm already working with one of my idols right now.
All right. On that note, let's see. How far you think this is gonna go?
What, my career?
Mm-hmm.
As long as I want it to go.
All right. Where do you see yourself in the near future? Like, what is your pursuing?
Sell out. Well, not sell out, but like get big enough to where I can pack out a show or some shit. I don't fucking know, dude. I want to do this for the right reasons, not for the wrong reasons. To get people to let people know, like, hey, even though you don't have a big budget or a good budget or anything, you can still put out a song on a home studio with a busted up fucking mic.
And where would you want to put on a show? Like your dream stage to put on a show?
Grand Ole Opry.
I could see you making there. All right. So let's talk about some of your songs that you put out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, give me some of the history on just any of the ones that come to the top of your head. Let's say DAD.
Wrote that about I was with a girl and I just went and bought an F-150 and I was ready to move out again on my own and everything. I thought I was ready and shit and met this girl. I thought it was going good. Then it wasn't, and then just died. Pretty much, like the whole thing just like died. So it's called DEAD.
All right, if you had to make a abbreviation for it, what would it be? To give it an actual title.
Don't expect anything destined.
That's actually a good answer, especially off the top of your dome. All right, let's talk about this one that's playing in the background. Yeah, we ride with Swamp Tree Satyr and Old Skeet.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, give me a little rundown about this one. How'd you end up coming across Skeet and Swamp Tree?
I met Skeet a couple of years ago, and when I played a show in North Carolina. Skeet was there, and I met him in person. Hung out with him for a good bit of the day. He's a real humble dude. Me and Swamp Tree, we met a couple years ago too, before he even started making music. Or he probably had music out. It's just what he had out now. And they've been my boys, man. All them cats have been my boys. And I had this beat just sitting in my YouTube files, just collecting dust, and I put it on the studio. And I was just like thinking about some shit, and it came to my, like the first part was like, yeah, we ride through the countryside, blazing up church in them 4-wheel drives. And then me and Swamp Tree went back and forth bouncing lyrics off of each other, and that's when we came out, yeah, we ride through the countryside, blazing Willie Nelson in the 4-wheel drive, and shit like that.
And how much has these two boys ended up extra in your career?
Well, this is just one song, it's extra in my career a little bit.
I know, but out of being connected with them, how much have you learned from them?
I learned a lot, actually. I learned to write from the heart. I learned to write what I know, what I see in my day-to-day life.
Well, see, that's what we've been talking about in the game, that a lot of these artists aren't living what they speak in their songs. But then you got the ones like you, and then the other two fellas that we just talked about that's actually laying down what's been through. So on that note, tell me about your life.
Grew up out here in Twiggs County. I stayed out here till I was 10, I'm 22 now. Moved out here to Macon. No, I don't know what to say, man. I don't talk about myself like that. But, yeah, just a broken boy that needs a home at this point.
Yeah, that's what's actually playing in the background at the moment. Yeah, perfect timing for that one to come on, isn't it? Alright, well, give us a rundown on this one.
This song got a dark depression part of my life. I just went to a Brantley Gilbert concert, and he had a song called Tattoos. And, yeah, that. He had a song called Tattoos, and I've got tattoos on my body and shit, my fingers. And, a lot of my shit that I did growing up kind of felt like I was going through a midlife crisis because I was always stressed out. I never had like a safe place, I guess, and then I found music. And Brantley Gilbert's got this song, like I said, called Tattoos, and it's giving a whole story about his whole tattoos, all his tattoos and shit. And I was realized, like, damn, I got some pieces of my arm that I'd like to incorporate into songs. And Broken Boy Home's one of them. I incorporated my tattoos. Actually, in the second verse right here. Yeah.
Well, as far as I know from what I've been told and what I've done research on is this song was actually an inspiration from somebody else's song.
Dylan Marlowe.
Alright, explain as to the inspiration to this one.
Dylan's from Statesboro. And he's got a album called Mid-20s Crisis. And it resonated with me so much that I wanted to try and see if I can interpret that in some of my music. And then the chorus in this song is like, I think I'm going through a midlife crisis and everything else like that. Like, this song is literally just a dark depression story about myself, man. About my mom being gone, my dad not being around until now. Yeah, like it basically sums me up in a nutshell. Pretty much. Yep.
Alright, y'all, that was a little interview with Shayden Adams. So, alright, that was our little interview that we did. Catch him on the Rundown, hosted by Triple T, this Thursday, going up against who?
Jet.
Alright, we'll see y'all. Let's get it. He submitted DEAD. And then there will be an official interview at some point. Don't know when.
Yeah.
I ain't been discussed. But eventually there will be a full interview on my dad's channel, which is TNC13 Dad Reacts on YouTube. Go check him out. And like I said, it'll have him in it. So let's get